To begin the Sticks and Stones Cowl, we're going to cast on using the non-loopy cast on method. What I like to do is take my yarn, put it into the center of the loom, bring it out, and attach it, just anchor it down. We're ready to start the second part of the non-loopy cast on, and that is to Ewrap knit every peg. Now the ones that we floated behind, that we left empty, what we're going to need to do on those empty pegs is pick up the yarn from between the pegs and Ewrap that empty peg, and then knit it off. And there you are, cast on and ready to begin the first round. First round is a round of purl stitches, so to connect in the round you just go ahead and begin. The next round is going to be a round of knit stitches. We're using the Ewrap knit, or you can use flat or true knit, whichever you prefer. So if you wanted to do two tones, this is where you would make the change, and that will be indicated on your pattern as well. So after a few rows of knitting, you will be able to do bring in a secondary color. And you can go ahead and just start with the new color. I like to just make a tail to weave in, make a little loop, put the loop on the first peg that you want to change to the new color, and go ahead and begin knitting, leaving the tail down inside of the work. If you want to keep this cowl monochromatic, you can go ahead and just do the whole thing in one color of yarn. No need to switch. Also, at this point, you've gone a few rounds into your work, and you can go ahead and undo your anchor and just let the tail drape inside. This next round is the eyelet round, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the stitch from the first peg, move it over to the second. On this first round it's going to be a little bit loose, so just tighten it up by pulling on the tail. You're going to skip the first peg, so just float the yarn in front of it. Then you're going to knit these two together. Then you move the next stitch over, float the yarn in front of the empty peg, and knit the next two together. So you'll take the next stitch, move it over on top of the next peg, float the yarn in front of the empty peg, then knit these two together. In the next section, we're going to be doing twisted elongated stitches. So we're going to need to bring up our contrasting color for the first stitch. If you are working just monotone or one color, then you can go ahead and continue with just your one color of yarn. So I'm going to lay this one in the back, bring this one up, do a knit and a purl. Then I'm going to use my main color for the Ewrap stitch. So this stitch is going to just be your standard Ewrap. So you just take it across the back, around the front, and across the back. Then I bring up my contrasting color again, and I continue. Bring up my main color and Ewrap. On this round where I have the Ewrap stitches, if you're working on a loom that has a tight corner here or some sort of area where you're going to have to change the tension, I just held my finger against the yarn from E-wrapped peg to E-wrapped peg. You can see how it's kind of loose in there. Otherwise it would have just been straight across and tight, and you don't want that. You want to keep your tension normalized, so you just want it to be as if it were following along the back of the pegs. For this next part, if you're working in two colors, you won't need your main color, so you just let that sit in the back. If you're working in one color, you just go ahead and knit this round exactly the way I'm showing. So you're going to start with your 2 stitches, and then when you get to your E-wrapped peg, you're going to just float behind the peg. You're not going to do anything with that stitch or that peg. Again, just floating behind the peg. To finish our cowl, we're going to go ahead and do a stretchy bind off. You can just loosely bind off if you would prefer, but I like the stretchy bind off. So you're going to wrap around your loom 3 times. Once you've gone around 3 times, go ahead and cut yourself a tail. With your tapestry needle or your loom hook, you're going to go ahead and skip your first peg. Then you're going to go down as if to purl, scoop up your tail and pull it all the way through. It's a very long tail, so this could take a minute. You also want to be careful that you're not creating too much friction if you're working with wool that will felt on itself. Okay, and once that is pulled up through, you need to go back down through the peg that you skipped. So we're going to pull the yarn down through that peg. What I like to do is give it a little bit of a tug here and a tug back before starting on the next one. So you're going to skip the peg. You're going to go down like you're purling if you're using your hook. If you're using a needle, go ahead and just push the needle up to bring the yarn up through that peg, that stitch. Then we're going to go to the one we skipped right here, and we're going to pull the yarn down through. So we're going to go up and hook it to pull the yarn down through that stitch. And then give it a little snug. Then we skip a peg, pull the yarn up through the next stitch. Then we're going to go back to the one that we skipped, which is right here. We're going to pull the yarn down through that stitch. Making sure that we make those nice and snug as we go. When you get back around to the front, you're going to continue to just go ahead and do your same thing, skipping a stitch. And as I've been going, you notice that most of my stitches are off. So after I've gone through that one a couple of times, I've just been removing as I go. And these are now finished. So we can go ahead and take them off and take the cowl out of the loom. The next thing you want to do is just go ahead and trim this down a little bit and weave in your ends. See where this is coming out, and wrap around to the front of the next stitch over to connect them. Then just work my way down into the cowl a little bit. Right here is a bar from the eyelets, so I want to kind of trail down through that bar, just catching the backs of these loops, backs of these stitches. Give that a little tug so it's not tight. You want to make sure you're not squeezing that too tightly. Give yourself a tug it every once in a while. And that's where I wove in my tail, right through there. Just have a little bit left, and I'm going to go ahead and just snip that off. And it's finished.